do you know there's so much money with rich folks out here who want to invest? It's unlimited because the money's not real, bro. The money's fiat money. The only real money is gold and silver.
Yeah.
So it's just numbers in a computer,
Right.
right? So the more you ask for, the more they give you. Oprah can't go in and say, I want my in the bank. I want my $6 billion. They're gonna look at her like you crazy. We ain't got no $6 billion in here. That's like Bezos, I want 150 billion. I want my money now. They're gonna look at him like he crazy. You know what? Ain't no 150 billion in
Right.
here.
For
That's
sure.
electronics, sir.
Yeah.
So go in and get some
That's
electronic
crazy.
money.
That's crazy. That is true though. That's
It's
true.
it's true.
You can't even they gonna complain about 100,000 shit. You try to go in there and get 100,000 cash, they gonna ask you a million questions. You got to fill out some forms.
If you go over $9,000, you got to fill out a form. You got to send
Right.
that out to. They got Homeland Security. They don't know where the money's. What you're gonna do with the money, all that. Who's taking out $9,000? You can't put in 10,000. You can't put in 10,000. You'll fill out some forms. But if you have a business, right?
Yeah.
You get less scrutiny
Exactly.
because that ain't your money. That's Willie money, and you're
Right.
doing business with it,
Right. That's
right?
crazy.
So you're doing like like Everclear. Like most people, they're gonna move the money around. They're gonna do like escrow. When you're moving big money, you're doing Everclear.
Everclear.
You got to learn, M7s and M13s. Big money. How banks are moving big money, right? We got to know the language. We got to understand NCNDs and non-circumvent, we got to learn, M7s, M13s. We got to learn a proof of funds. We got to learn how to, let's say you go in, you want to go buy a apartment complex.
Yeah.
The bank want to see that you have access to cash. So you go and get yourself you go get yourself a proof of funds. Hey, I want to buy, a proof of funds.
Right.
Because now, in the old days, you used to be able to go and do proof of funds. You know how those people, other people, not me,
Yeah.
you know me.
Right.